CB, it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. You say, it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Hey, good evening, guys. Thank y'all for hanging with the Tank tonight. So glad to see you all. We haven't done this in a while. We're going to get back to it this summer. Smooth Sundays with the Tank. This is me in concert this past week at the Sea Breeze Jazz Festival. I'm going to play some new stuff for you tonight. Check it out. This is called Yeshua. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful day.
Gothenburg and Sharon and Fritz. Marion Storank in Stockholm in Sweden, Thomas Halgrens in Gothenburg, and Sharon and Fritz in the Netherlands. And let's start that brand new music. First plays. This is the latest single from Ben Tankard, man who loves his flying, podcaster, pastor, pilot, former professional basketball player, and of course a very talented musician. Cover of the Gap Band's Outstanding, featuring Tim Bowman and Carl Schroeder. Nice version is new from Ben Tankard, Smooth Grooves.
Thank y'all for hanging with the Tank tonight. So glad that you all are here with me. I'm having such a great time, man. We've got some new music out. We've got a new worship single out called Forever, Holy Forever. And that is just burning up the charts on the gospel side. And we also have a new jazz single out called Outstanding. That's what you just heard. And this thing is taking off all over the country, man. So I just want to say thank you all for all of the love, all the years. And man, I just appreciate the love. And after doing this for 30 years, you guys are still enjoying the music. If you can hear my voice okay, we're on several platforms tonight. I'm working through some technical difficulties, but if you can hear me okay, just put a 777 in the chat. Also, we're going to come back and ask you guys to give us some questions that we can answer, some stuff that you always wanted to know about the Tank, and we'll answer those questions on tonight. My wife, Jewel, always does such a great job of keeping me motivated and encouraged. And she's been with me the whole time. My church, Destiny Center Church, that we pastor here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Love my members and my partners there, my leaders. They are just the best church in the world. They allow me to travel the world and do this music and allow me to come back, land in the pulpit on Sunday morning, and teach a great word on Sunday morning. So I appreciate you all allowing me to be what we call a Renaissance man. That's what we call a Renaissance man, when you can do more than one thing. I call it being more than a one-trick pony. Speaking of one-trick pony, we started a couple new things this year. Our church started a podcast called Navigate Destiny Podcast, where we talk about issues that come up in the church. It's very engaging, and we shoot that podcast every first Wednesday of the month at the Murfreesboro Airport Business Center, where we have our services. So if you're in the area, we actually be shooting tomorrow, this week, the first Wednesday of the month. And also I have my own podcast, Full Tank Podcast, Ben Tankard, Full Tank Podcast, coming out this week. And we're going to release the episode every first Wednesday. And it's called Full Tank. And I hope you guys enjoy. I'm going to show you a couple of clips. My first guest is actually a good friend of mine who starred on Bruno Mars's single 24 Karat several years ago. And so I'm going to check you out some of the clips that we got going, and we'll come right back to you. Here we go.
And what is it about the wives of musicians that think when we on the road, we having fun? that, oh, I got these babies, and all you doing is in the hotel ordering wings and cheesecake and playing on that talk box and stuff, and I got to pick these children up from school, and when you gonna be back home? The light bill doing, and you just having fun out there. You kids, you got me all knocked up with all these.
I could be doing something myself.
You done hit it and quit.
Let me tell you something.
You done hit it and quit.
That is real.
Talk about your gospel musician, and you won't even sit on money home to your wife. Talk about you saved.
You ain't saved, homeboy.
The Bible says, man, they don't take care of his family. It's worse than infidel. When you get home, infidel. Infidel, when you get home.
Your name is Infidel.
Your
now.
infidel airlines. What the infidel?
Infidel Airlines. What in the world?
Jesus on the main line.
Oh,
Just
Lord.
tell him what you want.
Tell him what you want, boy. Good gosh. Wow.
Even talking about pricing yourself.
Yeah.
I'm worth more than this. But your baby hungry,
Yep.
but you trying to save face because some agent told you if you take less than the market, it's gonna mess it up. But she hungry,
What?
and your wife looking at the side of your head like,
you kidding me?
Ain't no milk left in these breasts.
Oh,
and
it's
we
a
need
wrap.
some milk from the
Yeah.
stove.
Right. As a man, you gonna do what
Come
you gotta
on,
do. You gonna do what you gotta do. Long time to get your residuals.
Yeah, especially
Y'all know in the music business, it takes a long time to get your residuals.
especially if it's a hit.
Especially
Yeah.
if it's a hit. So me, at that time, I had to go get a job.
Wait a minute, you on 24?
I'm on 24, the biggest song in the world. My brother had to go get a job at a warehouse.
So our podcast really hits those areas. The church podcast hits areas in the church that we don't talk about. And of course, my brand is kind of along the lines of the different podcasts that you see out there. And I hope that we can expand our reach and do what God has called us to do all over the world. We've got this new music here. The newest CD is called The Godfather Collection. The Godfather Collection, available on all platforms. And then we've got the new single, Outstanding and Holy Forever. My email is bentankard@aol.com. Let me see if I can put that in here. Ben Tankard. Yeah, there we go. At AOL.com. Don't laugh at me. I know that's an old school email address. bentankard@aol.com. So the person that is the 22nd person. So everybody go ahead and send a thank you and send an email to get on our mailing list and say, hey, put me on the email list, Tank. Everybody that sends us an email, I will send them a free copy of the book, Full Tank Life. It's a ebook, a PDF. And then the 21st person, we will send you a free copy of the Godfather Collection. And we'll announce who that winner is next week. So all you got to do is send us an email, and we'll send you the book free. And we'll also send the 21st person that new CD, available on all platforms. Let's get back into the music live at Seabreeze.
Beautiful day. It is a beautiful day. So excited to be with you all once again. Becky, thank you so much for the invitation. Renee, Mark, Seabreeze family, and vendors and advertisers and supporters. We thank you so much because this is the family reunion of the year for all of us. Let's give God a praise for Seabreeze. And because I just happen to be a pastor as well as a jazz musician, this afternoon, this is Seabreeze Christian Center. Tell somebody, welcome to church. I'll say it again. Everything is going to be all right. Tell them, Ashley. Thank y'all for coming to church. Break it down, fellas. Break it down. Everybody standing in the park. I want to hear our sounds. Everything you. I want you to turn to the other person next to you. Sing to him. Say everything. Your words have power. No band. Just Steve Breeze Mass Choir. Where the altos? Where the sopranos? Where the tenors?
Hope y'all having a good time tonight. The new record is called the Ben Tankard Godfather Collection. The new singles are Outstanding and Holy Forever. That's what they look like. Thank y'all for hanging with the Tank tonight. New podcast starting next week. Want you to go right now, if you will. Go right now, if you will, and just click the subscribe button. That's what we need you to do. Just click the subscribe button at YouTube so we can notify you when we have a new podcast episode that's coming out. And I'm telling you, it's going to be off the chain. It's called Full Tank Podcast. My first guest is Mr. Talkbox, the guy that did the beginning of the 24 karat gold for Bruno Mars, and we're going to talk about marriage. And I mean, I've got Don Lewis, Hollywood stars, actors. I got basketball players, football players. I got we've got people in the industry, music industry. We got Dr. Bobby Jones that's coming on. I mean, this thing is going to be exciting. I want you guys to be a part of it. So make sure you go right now to my YouTube page. To the link is on the comments there, and click the subscribe button so we can let you know what's going on. The first episode is called Billion Streamer, because this guy has 1 billion streams with Bruno Mars, B Chambers, and his music is off the chain. He goes all over the country and performs, but he has a story. He has a story of his marriage being on the rocks. He has a story of being broke in between millions, that we call it. And you've got to check out this podcast. And the first episode hits all platforms, including YouTube, Facebook, on Spotify, Amazon, Apple, Tune, all those things. It hits it on Wednesday at 10 a.m. So make sure you click the link so we can let you know what's going on. Here's a few clips from it.
Y'all know in the music business, it takes a long time to get your residuals.
Yeah, especially if it's a hit.
Especially if it's a hit. So me, at that time, I had to go get a job.
Wait a minute. You on 24?
I'm on 24, the biggest song in the world. My brother had to go get a job at a warehouse.
That's a whole nother conversation.
Oh,
too,
absolutely.
When you get even talking about pricing yourself.
Yeah.
I'm worth more than this. But your baby hungry,
Yep.
But you trying to save face because some agent told you if you take less than the market, it's gonna mess it up. But she hungry,
What?
and your wife looking at the side of your head
Are
like,
you kidding me?
Ain't no milk left in these breasts.
Oh,
and
it's
we need
not-
some milk from the
Yeah.
stove.
Right. As a man, you gonna do what you gotta do. You gonna do what you gotta do.
Marion Storank in Stockholm in Sweden, Thomas Hallgrens in Gothenburg, and Sharon and Fritz in the Netherlands. And let's start that brand new music. First plays. This is the latest single from Ben Tankard, man who loves his flying, podcaster, pastor, pilot, former professional basketball player, and of course a very talented musician. Cover of the Gap Band's Outstanding, featuring Tim Bowman and Carl Schroeder. Nice version. It's new from Ben Tankard, Smooth Grooves.
Y'all sound good. Let's take it back. You remind me. you guys. Such a great audience. I want to introduce you. You already know her, but here she is again. Miss Ashley Kimbrough on jazz vocal. Y'all make her feel welcome.
Come on, Ash. Hey.
They asking for some more, so I guess we gotta give them some more. I'm just trying to be nice, move the program on, but they keep on saying they want some more, so give them some more. She's awesome. Give it up for Ashley
Wow, we had so much fun last week down in Panama City at the Sea Breeze Jazz Festival. We traveled all over the world to play, and I have the very best band. And I'm just fortunate enough that my music director, Ashton Kimbrough, who's been my director for years now, almost a decade or so, he's also the music director at our church, and also. Ashley, who just sung, is actually his wife, and she sings with us on the road. So they get to travel with us, and of course, we get to save a little bit because we only need one room for the two of them. But they've been with us, and they are just so faithful and so gifted. In fact, they have some music that they have recorded themselves. Maybe we'll have them come on the program in the coming weeks. If you'd like to have Ashton and Ashley come on Smooth Sundays with the Tank one Sunday night, just put a 888 in the chat. If you'd like to see this lady and her husband, who's a keyboard player, come and be my special guest. They've been on the road with me for years. Internationally, they've sung on and played on my albums, and they also serve in our church here in Murfreesboro. But if you'd like to see them on the broadcast, just put an 888 in the chat, and we'll get that invitation out and make it happen. Again, Full Tank Podcast launches on this coming Wednesday at 10 a.m. Central. So I want you to make sure you click the link that is in the comments and go to the YouTube channel and subscribe. You don't have to pay anything. You just, are you saying this? Hey, I'm part of the team. I'm part of the tribe of Benjamin. And I just send me a notice when the podcast is on, so I can, cause in case I forget, I can go on. Of course, you can always go on demand. Also, what we're going to be doing is we've got all this behind the scenes footage of Thicker Than Water, the Tankards. We had several seasons with Bravo, and then we did our own season Thicker Than Water, which we recorded ourselves. That will be uploaded to YouTube as well. So you will get to see 8 new episodes never ever seen of Thicker Than Water, the Tankard family. So you want to make sure you click on that link so we can have you in the system. So I'm not going to try to sell you anything. We're just going to just let you know, send a post that the podcast is playing, or we have something new that's been pulled up on the channel. I'm so excited about this podcast, man. I'm super excited about this podcast. This is going to bless a lot of people.
In the music business, it takes a long time to get your residuals.
Yeah, especially if it's a hit.
Especially
Yeah.
if it's a hit. So me, at that time, I had to go get a job.
Wait a minute. You on 24?
I'm on 24, the biggest song in the world. My brother had to go get a job at a warehouse.
That's a whole nother conversation.
Oh,
too,
absolutely.
When you get even talking about pricing yourself.
Yeah.
I'm worth more than this. But your baby hungry,
Yep.
but you trying to save face because some agent told you if you take less than the market, it's gonna mess it up. But she hungry,
What?
and your wife looking at the side of your head
Are
like,
you kidding me?
Ain't no milk left in these breasts.
Oh,
and
it's
we need
right.
some milk from the
Yeah.
stove.
Right. As a man, you gonna do what you gotta do. You gonna do what you gotta
And what is it about the wives of musicians that think when we on the road, we having fun? I got these babies, and all you doing is in the hotel ordering weed and cheesecake and playing on that talk box and stuff, and I got to pick these children up from school, and when you gonna be back home? The light bill doing, and you just having fun.
Marion Storank in Stockholm in Sweden, Thomas Hallgrens in Gothenburg, and Sharon and Fritz in the Netherlands. And let's start that brand new music. First plays. This is the latest single from Ben Tankard, man who loves his flying, podcaster, pastor, pilot, former professional basketball player, and of course a very talented musician. Cover of the Gap Band's Outstanding, featuring Tim Bowman and Carl Schroeder. Nice version. It's new from Ben Tankard, Smooth Grooves.
Sheila, let's see here. Sheila Walker, that's it. Sheila Walker says it's beautiful. It's a beautiful day with beautiful music and beautiful people. God bless you all. Love you guys. Love your music. It is a beautiful day. We have a note from Ronnie who says, I enjoyed your music at Seabreeze. Was jamming to the rendition songs you and your bandmates were playing. People love it when you take something that it's already been recorded before and really jam that thing. You know, as an instrumentalist, I learned this, that you have two things going against you when you go into a crowd to play. First of all, they might not know who you are. The second of all, if you're doing an original song, they might not know what you're playing. So as a musician, as an instrumentalist, I learned very early, unless you engage with the people, get them talking back with you, or play something that they recognize, people can start talking all over you while you're playing, almost treating you like background music. And that's so disrespectful. And so that's what I like to do on my record. Half my songs on my own renditions of songs that have already been recorded. I don't like to take any chances. I like to take something that when I start playing, they go, oh yeah, that's my song. And then once I got them, I can slide in and play something that's brand new that I just wrote. I ain't got no shame in my game. I ain't got no ego. I'm just trying to please the people. Let's get back to the music. And I want you guys to start planting some questions in the comments. And any questions that you have for Ben Tankard, Jewel Tankard, of the Thicker Than Water, the reality show. If you got anything that you want to ask us, just let us know, and I'll try to answer some of those questions. Get back into the music and send me some questions. Let's do it.
I've been a pilot for 22 years now, and the first thing that they teach us when learning how to fly one of those things, before we get in it, they teach us in ground school the 4 laws of flight. And they are lift, thrust, weight, and drag. Those are the 4 laws of flight. And they're self-explanatory. Lift lifts the plane up, thrust pushes it forward, weight weighs it down, and drag pulls it back. I don't think that's just the 4 laws of flight. What I've learned, Becky, is that that's actually the 4 laws of life. Because everything and everybody in your life falls in one of those 4 categories. Either it's going to be lift, thrust, weight, and drag. So thankful for Seabreeze team because they're always lifting us up. And we just want to thrust them forward to keep on doing a great work with Seabreeze Jazz Festival. They're doing an outstanding job. Speaking of outstanding, everybody got a favorite Gap Band song. This is mine. Outstanding. Let's go.
1, 2, 3.
Featuring Kyle Schroeder, new single, Outstanding. Second verse, Kyle. Take it away, brother. One more time, guys. Here we go. You.
Thank y'all for hanging with the Tank tonight again. I want to remind you the Full Tank podcast is coming out this week on Wednesday, 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern. And we are so looking forward to it. There are many podcasts out there, but I think ours is going to be a little different. And so we enjoy just being ourselves. We're not afraid to laugh, not afraid to dig into the weeds. We got Jewel Tankard is going to be one of my guests this season. We got season 1 already shot. We're looking forward to it. We've got basketball players, football players. We've got movie stars. We've got businessmen. We got music industry professionals. We got people that are just coming up. I even got a guy that was in prison, and he got out of prison and he became a apprentice to a plumber. And then that guy got ready to retire, and he gave his business to my friend. He was apprentice at first. He was in prison, then he became an apprentice. Then he took over the business. Now he is the owner of Roto-Rooter. Come on now. How do you go from prison to plumbing? Just like my story. I used to be a dog catcher. So how do I go from chasing dogs to chasing demons, being an anointed minstrel and a pastor and recording artist? God has a way of adding another comma. And this podcast is called Full Tank Podcast, The Next Comma, where we interview people and see what the next comma is in their life. So I really appreciate you guys for hanging with the Tank tonight. We love you all. Every Sunday that I'm in town, we're going to be back in here in the lab at home. And then we're going to be talking in each episode about the Full Tank podcast. We might even have some of the guests come on that was on the podcast and come in here and chat with you guys. And so Cinnamon, God bless you. Thank you guys for hanging. Kathleen, thank you. Chris, thank you. Jewel, thank you. Let's see here. Willie, I'm calling some of these names. Jeremiah, are you still with us? Pastor Fleming, Robin, so many people on tonight. We're on so many different platforms. Can't call all the names. I just want to say I honor you all. I appreciate you. I love you. And the best is yet to come. We're going to end tonight with the song Holy Forever. And we're going to go back to Seabreeze Jazz Festival and let you hear a little bit of that as we go out tonight. If you have any questions, put it into the comments. Again, our email is bentankard@aol.com, bentankard@aol.com. Click the link that we left in the comments so that you can make sure that you can subscribe and be a part of what we're doing. And we are just so proud that you are part of the tribe of Benjamin. We love you guys so much. We pray God's blessing on you, that you have a great week. Declare increase in every area in your life. In Jesus' name. We love you guys.